Why don't ants get COVID?
I don't know, man. Why don't ants get COVID?
Because they have little tiny antibodies. Welcome to Get Lost. Get Lost on air. That was shit.
I quite like that. No, one more time.
Let's play it from the top.
Let's have it go. Clark reckons he's flume.
Just call me fucking Marshmallow. I need a stupid
Fucking
helmet and I'm ready to go. Welcome back to Get Lost, your favourite podcast.
You know what? I've never realised how neon green your headphones are.
They're mad, aren't they? They're so bright. They're so bright. I need to get some
There's nowhere that you'd wear those and not be instantly recognised.
That's true. Maybe I should make this my look. Just neon green headset. I wear it everywhere I go. Not connected to anything.
It's fucking adorable, mate.
The issue is I bought them because I've had these for fucking years. I was a big fan of PewDiePie and he used to use these headphones before he got his own like brand deal thing and got his own like custom ones on his own custom brand colours. And so I just got the bright green ones and I've had them ever since. So I can't really make it my look when it's his look. Just steal it.
So bright. They're so fucking bright.
They are. God. You can't really wear them anywhere other than your own house.
You could wear them to a neon party.
Could, but they're a decent headset. I wouldn't want to get them ruined. I feel like such a gamer with them. I just need the fucking neon lights in the background and then I'm like such a streamer.
Yeah, literally, bro. You just look so bloody colourful.
So bloody colourful. I look so bloody, so ruddy, colourful, so great. So how have you been this week?
Not bad, bro. Not bad. I've been on the grind.
On the grind.
You know how it is. Day-to-day life, baby.
We love it.
That's what we like.
I'm sort of a bit lost at the moment. I've got a couple of weeks off work and I've just been monging out. It's been great fun. Yeah, I had 2 weeks that I just had to take for holiday reasons. And I at the moment I just wake up, do a 2-hour workout, and then I fucking sit there and watch films and play games all day, and it's been great.
Mate, that sounds pretty chilled. I can't lie.
It's fucking brilliant. The workouts are only 2 hours long because I put Avengers films on. Like I've been rewatching all the Marvel films right from the start all the way. Well, I'm not that far in at the moment, and it gives you such motivation to get really muscly. I'm like, I want to look like that, so I'm just going to lift more and more and more. I want to be muscly.
You're just staring at Chris Evans the whole time.
I watched fucking Captain America when he they put him in that little machine and he bulks up and becomes this big old man. And I was like, mate, that's what I want to be. I want to be like that. Let me lift a bit more.
Mate, that guy's yoked. He's absolutely yoked. I want one of those fucking machines, to be honest.
Yeah, I just want the Dorito body. He looks fucking cool.
Dorito body, bro. They're so crazy. Can you imagine sitting on the shoulders of someone with like the Dorito bag?
Oh, mate.
Like it'd be like a seesaw. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is so wide. You could get like a person on each shoulder almost.
I don't know how they find like t-shirts or even backpacks to fit them when they've got a Dorito body like that.
That'd be such a problem. Like you'd have to like put a clothes peg at the back of the bottom.
Yeah, because
just to make sure that shit's tight.
What t-shirt do you know that fucking goes in at the bottom like that, like the Dorito style?
Like, you literally have to wear like a cone.
Yeah, what?
You know what I mean? Like a traffic cone.
You need like spandex that are properly skin tight and it stretches at the top. But even then, maybe you need to cut your t-shirt in 2 parts and wear like a small on the belly area and then wear like a normal size t-shirt on the top area.
Yeah, I think that's the only logical explanation.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Definitely. That's what
Or
I want to be.
dungarees, maybe dungarees.
I
'cause you haven't got to
fucking
worry about the
love
shoulder
dungarees. I wish the dungarees were like more my style because I used to wear them when I was a kid all the time. And I think they look so cool.
Yeah. Every kid looks cool in dungarees.
That's so true. I
I
love.
swear the only person that can pull it off now is Harry Styles.
Yeah, he could pull anything off though. It's a bit annoying, really.
Yeah, it's because everyone just like has accepted it. You know what I mean? Like if like say Jay-Z started like wearing dresses and shit. At first they'd be like, what the fuck, Jay-Z? You cheat on Beyonce and now you're wearing dresses, bro. Have a day off.
Yeah, it doesn't really fit his vibe, does it?
But after a while, everyone will be like, oh yeah, you know, Gen Z's a bit gender fluid.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you can just trick anyone into thinking that things suit you if you wear it enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
It's all about the confidence.
Yeah, if you do it enough times, they'll just get used to it. Like,
Yeah, it's so fucking true. So true.
I might start doing that with high heels.
Yeah? for just to make your legs look sexy or to give you an extra few inches on top?
Bit of both.
Understand.
One looks supple but built, you know? Not an easy cross to come across.
That'd be good for your calf muscles. Walking around in those all day.
Oh, absolutely would, yeah. I remember, they look like a nightmare, to be honest. I remember, like, prom night, where we get halfway through prom and the girls would just start taking their stilettos off. Like,
yeah, walking around with their cheesy feet out. Just keep them on, mate.
Yeah,
or just wear trainers. Fuck it. I don't care.
I don't care if you're suffering.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean,
I'm suffering more if you take them off. That's the truth.
There's no need to wear fancy shoes to prom because your dress covers your feet anyway. You might as well wear something comfortable under there.
Yeah, but I think it's to stop the dress from just sagging across the floor.
Well, just get it a bit shortened so that it just touches the floor and so that no one can see your shoes. Yeah.
Simple.
Easy.
Get the scissors out. So I don't know. I quite like it when girls wear stilettos and when they don't wear stilettos, because when they wear stilettos, every girl is the average female height is about my height.
With them on or without them on?
With them on.
Right.
Because it gives them about 3 inches, and you know that leads them to about my height, and it's just annoying.
And then it's dangerous territory because then you're getting a bit too tall for you.
Yeah. You're
you're then eye level, and you're like, I don't like this. I feel one more inch, and I'd be so. I'd feel like such a bitch.
It's like your selection pool has narrowed.
Yes, I see what you mean. But maybe you need some platformers, mate.
Bro, that's it. Or I could just get a really small person for me to stand on the shoulders of, and then just wear a large trench coat.
Not a bad idea. You could do that. It might look a bit weird.
It seemed to work back in the old days. So I thought, why not? You know?
Yeah. Go for it. So I've got a question for you. Have you seen the whole Gorilla Glue thing that's been going on?
I mean, I've heard of Gorilla Glue.
All right, so let me just break
the Gorilla Glue thing that's been going on.
Oh, mate, it's a thing. It's a thing. Let me read you what's been going on here.
Please do.
Okay, let me find. It's called the Forever Ponytail. Can you guess what's happened? So
yeah, I think I can.
This girl basically, she filmed a TikTok of her doing her hair routine or some shit like that, and what she usually uses in her hair is this like got to be glue spray thing, which is an actual hair product, but she said she ran out of it, so she used Gorilla Glue spray on her hair. So this girl has her hair like basically the style she's got is it properly scraped back so that you can almost see the fucking scalp, and then she glues it down so that there's no like stray hairs or anything like that. But she did it with
proper English chav kind of stuff.
Yeah. And she did it with Gorilla Glue, which meant that her head has now been, for a month, it has been rock solid, and she can't get this Gorilla Glue out. Yeah.
Holy
and
shit.
I watched the video of her getting her ponytail finally cut off. They finally got through just enough to get the ponytail cut off. And now in the back of her head, there's like a little fucking like a little funnel where you can see the hairs are underneath it, but like the rest of her hair is still stuck together in this like rock solid thing. And I think she's suing. It's fucking funny. It's so funny. But
please don't. You got to edit this onto the.
Oh, I've been trying to avoid you making me fucking do that, you arsehole.
Well, you can't bring out a photo.
Everyone like just go and look it up.
Cheers, bro. Appreciate that.
Everyone go and look it up. No, right.
You got to chuck it on. You got to chuck it on.
You fucking bitch.
Jamie, pull that up.
Fuck you. Right, let me fucking look. See, it just takes so much more time. Right, where's my shit to?
Well, can you at least send it to me?
I've sent it to you. It's on screen recording, yeah.
Okay.
You see, right?
Yeah. Whoa, what is up with this girl's eyes?
Well, she's not very happy.
Bro, they look fake. You know, like in Pirates of the Caribbean, where Jack Sparrow like draws the eyes into the eyes.
It actually does look like that. It does. Right, this is what she has to say about it.
Hey yo, for those of y'all that know me know, my hair has been like this for about a month now.
Yeah.
It's not by choice. No, it's not by choice. When I do my hair, I like to, finish it off with a little Got to Be glue spray. Just to keep it in place. Well, I didn't have any more Got to Be glue spray, so I used this. Gorilla glue.
Oh, come on. Surely the big gorilla on the front would make you think, maybe this shouldn't go in my hair.
It don't move. You hear what I'm telling you? It don't move. I've washed my hair 15 times and it don't move.
Oh my God. Mate, her eyes aren't real. I'm convinced those eyes are not real.
So I'm gonna tell y'all like this: if you ever run out of
that looks like when you get like girls in middle school, you start drawing eyes all the time for some reason.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that's the eye they draw.
Oh, what is all that?
God. Your suggested videos are disgusting, brother. What's going on?
But yeah, that's what's been going on with her. So she's absolutely fucked it, really. And I think she's trying to sue because it doesn't say on the bottle. It says don't use on face, eyes, or skin or something, but it doesn't say anything about hair. So she's now
so fucking American.
It don't move.
Don't move. So this is like suing them for the fact that she put super glue in her hair. Like that's fucking. That's evil, man. Like, I remember seeing this clip of a girl talking about the difference between the UK and America, and she was doing a CPR course.
Yeah.
In the UK, having done one in America.
Right.
And so, as they're training her to do mouth to mouth, she turns around. She's like, how do you get their consent to do mouth to mouth on them? And everyone at the English CPR meeting was like, what? And she was like, well, they're going to sue you. And the guy who was leading the instructions was like, they're not going to sue you for saving their life.
But they would.
But in America, apparently, that's a thing. That's crazy.
It's genuinely a concern, yeah.
You come back and you realise someone's been giving you mouth to mouth. Like, I can make a few bucks out of it.
People can resist help as well. If they're in like a big accident or something and it's like you've got to go and save their life, they can just say, no, I don't want you to save me. And you're just not allowed to. You just got to let them fucking go.
Jesus.
Mad.
Mate, that's like euthanasia.
Yeah, which is illegal here, isn't it?
Was it? It's legal in every country bar Switzerland.
Yeah. Which that's fucking stupid to me. If you've got like a disease where you're just gonna have a shit quality of life, you should be able to choose not to live that life.
But I swear they are allowed to just like stop giving you life supply, aren't they? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the laws are.
No, we should probably look
But it's a good point. Like, otherwise they're just going to give some weird half-assed attempt at killing themselves as well.
Yeah, and then get a worse life.
A doctor could probably do a better job of that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, give them a peaceful send-off. Fucking hell. I don't know how we got there from Gorilla Glue, but Jesus.
Fucking Americans, man, I'm telling you.
Fucking Americans. I have to talk about it because it's just come out, even though I talk about Mr. David Doughbrick too often, I think. But he's just bought a new house, and it's like a $9.5 million house. And he's also keeping his old house, which is a $1.5 million house. So
He's doing all right.
He's doing well. And this house, mate, let me fucking tell you, it looks like Tony Stark's fucking house. It is insane, his new house. It's just let's have a quick look at fucking his new house.
So can you put this on the YouTube?
I fucking hate you so much. One day you'll start putting some effort into this shit.
If you don't mind, if you get it from like different angles as well, that'd be good. Maybe a photo with him like smiling at the front.
God, you're a prick. I can't find the proper picture, but I've got one on my phone. He's basically done a house tour on his YouTube, and it, mate, is fucking ridiculous. This house. He's got a water fountain in it that instead of spitting out water, it spits out like fruit punch.
That's ridiculous.
I know. That's just rich people
That's
shit.
so ridiculous.
It's insane, isn't it?
Surely that shit just gonna attract so many flies.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But
Yeah, you know what I mean? You have to keep like a mosquito net around it.
yeah. God, what a fucking... And he's got a basketball court, a swimming pool, fucking everything.
Bro, that shit's crazy.
Yeah. That's the sort of money these big YouTubers get on. It's fucking mad. And I feel like once you get a certain amount of money, you can then just be rich for the rest of your life if you're smart with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what they do, isn't it? Like, they don't just keep it. They'll invest in shit.
Yeah, only smart
give
people though.
money back.
You see a lot of people going broke, don't you?
But that's like loads of the lottery winners. You see that with lottery winners. When they win the lottery, often they'll be broke within a couple of years just because they don't buy any assets which keep making money. They just splash it all.
Yeah, which is a silly move. Silly fucking move.
Mate, it's crazy. It's actually crazy.
Invest in some Bitcoin. Hopefully that'll go up.
Bro. Be like Elon.
Yeah, I mean, he just invest like the whole Tesla company invested like something stupid like $13 billion in Bitcoin, which made it go up like a fuckload.
Literally, like, I just got a message from group chat I was in the other day. It was like, Bitcoin! I was like, what?
Invest! I can't even afford one Bitcoin.
Mate, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's interesting though. It's interesting because Bitcoin's getting to the point now where serious hedge funds are considering like trading it and buying and investing in it.
Yes, but it's just so expensive. If you didn't get in it early, you're never going to get in it now because one Bitcoin is £32,000.
But you know, the people who buy it and swear by Bitcoin, they say that it's going to just keep on going. So if you don't buy like whole Bitcoins when you buy them, you can just buy like 10% or you could probably buy 1% of Bitcoin.
Might
You
be
know, you
worth
can
it.
buy like a hundredth of a Bitcoin. And if that shit keeps on going up, because there's a lot of talk of, well, all these bigger hedge funds they're buying it, which is showing that it's becoming more institutionalized. So it's all the institutions that are actually taking it a bit more seriously rather than just some gamer currency. It's becoming more of a mainstay within the culture, which is interesting. So people are asking questions as to whether Bitcoin could ever replace money.
Maybe, but if it is, then I'm fucked because I've got no bitcoins.
See, that's the
got no
problem.
money.
At what point do you need to exchange? Because you'd have to exchange all your money for Bitcoin as soon as like Bitcoin became more prominent.
I feel like that'd just be annoying.
It would. Like, how would they implement it at the start? Like,
It would cause such an uproar because some people would be like, well, I got a better rate. Like people got way more Bitcoin for less money back then. Surely that'd be like a massive fucking uproar.
But that's the same with the pound though. The pound used to be worth a lot more compared to other currencies than it is now. So, you know, we're technically worse off because of that. It's the same thing. And to be honest, it could do it. It could just start, like, retailers, like shops could start accepting Bitcoin as well as cash, but then you got the question of tax and all sorts of things. But I can imagine it being implemented.
I don't know. I hear the word. It took me ages to even like care anything about Bitcoin because I hear it so often, and I'm like, I just don't give a shit. And I thought it was just some stupid thing that like, and it was for a long time a stupid thing that the American YouTube and like richer people were getting involved in. But now it seems to be such a mainstay thing because it dropped off for ages, didn't it?
It did. It went. I think it was even this year. It was as low as 3,000. 3,000 for one Bitcoin, and now it's like 35, 36,000. I think it reached yesterday.
Yeah. But then it's like because it was such a big thing before, and then it dropped off. That could this might just be another meme that the internet seems to do quite often, and just fucking meme it, get it right to the top, and then it will just crash again.
Have you seen these Dogecoin? This Dogecoin stuff.
Isn't that doing quite well as well?
Yeah. Right, Dogecoin is smashing it. It's just Elon Musk keeping it alive. Like he keeps on posting memes of him, like as Mufasa just holding Simba, whose head is Doge, just in the air. And it's shit's funny.
Elon Musk was in Iron Man 2. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It's one hell of a cameo.
I know.
He smashes it.
He says something like, oh, I've got some ideas for an electric powered rocket ship or something. And I was like, wow, that's not even like that far out of reality anymore.
No, it's
like
true.
It was sort of a joke when the film came out, but now it's like he's probably made it.
Yeah, he's actually revealed his plans to the world in that film. It's what everyone doesn't realize.
Nobody knew.
Wouldn't it be freaky if he was like, oh, and Oscar Pistorius is going to get shot. He's going to shoot his wife next year.
Oh God! Imagine. It's like The Simpsons when people say that The Simpsons predict everything. Can you imagine going through like all of the previous like Marvel films and seeing shit that has been predicted in it that no one knew at the time, but then it was actually such a big tragedy later on in life? Or like going back before 9/11 and seeing someone predict 9/11.
This is just Elon Musk in every Marvel film, just making different predictions.
Yeah, it's like a Stan Lee cameo, but just him just predicting all of the tragedies in the world. Oh, there will be a bomb in Japan. Oh fuck.
Taylor Swift is going to release a 4th album.
No. And he's like, anytime you see him on screen, even if it's like on a news story or anything, you just quickly turn the telly off. You're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything that he's got to say. People start trying to assassinate him because they don't want him to tell the future.
But Marvel have to keep on hiring because he's bringing the company so much money. So everyone's in the studio like, go on to it, Elon. Bitcoin's going to reach £40,000.
No, Elon,
bro.
No, what have you done? Oh my God, fucking Elon Musk.
The guy just looks like he's got like 12 terabytes of storage in his head.
He's got a big square head. He's a weird man. He's a weird
like a balloon. It's because he's got so much information, bro. He's got to store it somewhere.
I think he's got so much plastic in his face. That's why he looks so weird.
It looks a lot less weird than he did, to be fair. I've got to say, the money he's put into plastic surgery is a good investment.
God, he's a king on Twitter, isn't he? I don't even follow him on Twitter. I've gone through like an awkward stage with Twitter because I've done what I do with most social medias, and like after a while, all I see is shitty ads or accounts that I don't care about anymore, or people that I don't know anymore, or anything like that. So I do like the purge, and I go through all of my following list and just fucking unfollow everyone I don't give a shit about. But then I took it too far with my Twitter, so I unfollowed so many people that now my Twitter is boring as fuck, and I feel like I've just started on Twitter again. You know, when you start and you're like, what is the point in this app? Because I'm not seeing anything interesting on here at all.
And it just starts like recommending you football players.
Yeah, and you're like, what? I don't.
It's like, follow Kaká. It's just him advertising like his latest, brand sponsorship.
God, I can't think of anything more boring than following football players on Twitter.
Trust me, they've got PR teams as well, is the worst part. So it's not even there, but it's some fucking PR guy in charge of their Twitter
What have they
account.
got to tell the world? Like, oh, kicked the ball this morning. Unless it's like unless it's a really famous rich one, like David Beckham, who like obviously is not really a footballer anymore, but he's got other shit going on. But ones who are still playing and like got nothing else going on other than kicking the football around. What is
and they can't even
about?
be honest about what they think about opinions because they've got to be so civil to them, so their name doesn't get tarnished.
Yeah, I see.
So
Like most people say in their Twitter bios, like, "Oh, all views that are written on this Twitter account are my own and have nothing to do with blah 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 football club and shit like that." Like even the Geordie Shore people do it. Like all views are my own, have nothing to do with MTV.
Yeah, bro, because they know they're getting sued.
Yeah, they know they're going to say something stupid, so they're like, right, let's just
let's prepare for this.
Yeah, let's put a disclaimer on there.
Like, how do you decide that? So how do you decide that's your own opinion, right? So I could just be like, all these opinions are Boris Johnson's. These aren't my opinions. These are Boris Johnson's opinions. I'm just saying them and chucking them on my Twitter. And then just put like, I hate children or I hope World War III is coming soon. And everyone will be like, oh no, shit, that's what Boris thinks.
God. What do you think about this is a fucking tangent. What do you think about violent video games? Do you think that they cause violence? Because I was having this conversation with myself in the shower this morning.
I really hope it was out loud.
I do this a lot. I'm like, I pretend that I'm on a podcast with someone or on an interview, and I just like give my views on everything to myself. Like I'm preparing to be asked questions.
Jesus. That's mad. I don't know why. You got schizophrenia.
Maybe. But yeah, what do you think? Do you think playing GTA or COD makes you violent?
No, I wouldn't say it does. No. Like, I've never played COD and then decided, I'm going to go get a gun.
Exactly. I mean, I think if you're that easily influenced by something that is going to make you want to go and fucking shoot up an airport because you played that one Call of Duty mission, then you shouldn't be playing Call of Duty.
You're screwed. Yeah. You're pretty much screwed, isn't it? Yeah,
it's all down to the own individual. Like I don't think you can blame someone's actions on someone else. It's all that person's fault.
Literally, like, I don't know. I'm not sure I agree with that, but like, I wouldn't play Goat Simulator and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be a goat now.
I don't know. You did want to be a cow once.
A cow's very different. Okay,
but it's
goat
like
lifestyle doesn't look quite as good.
But
they
then
spend all their time
like,
just climbing mountains and shit. So
I don't know. They look like they're having a good time.
It'd be so easy to fall down. Though. You see those motherfuckers; they're just like on the edge for like 2 centimeters.
That's true. But it's like watching a Jake Paul video and watching all the crazy stupid shit that he does, or used to do. I don't think he does it anymore. But like, that's like blaming him for a kid going out and like doing something stupid like that. But I feel like it's not his fault.
Yeah,
the kid has gone out and done something that he does.
That's interesting because that's the whole role model thing. That's the argument. The argument is that these people who the kids look up to should resemble what they'd want the kids to be like.
Yeah, and I get it, but then it's like I feel like each individual person should be able to take out, like, make their own judgment and take out the good bits of like Jake Paul's life and say that's the bits that I want to aspire to.
But what if it's like a 5-year-old child? What if it's like
you shouldn't be fucking watching stuff like that.
But like
that's a
you
different
can't
thing.
you can't just be like, oh, you should have a better conscience than that, you 5-year-old child. You know what I mean? Like,
well, no, but
better decisions.
They shouldn't be watching it. That's what I'm saying. People who watch it and should be watching it and are of the age to watch that sort of thing, I feel like they should make the right decisions, and it shouldn't be on him. It shouldn't be like Jake Paul's fault.
Yeah, but how's a kid gonna know not to watch Jake Paul because it's going to influence him badly?
It's on his wait, what, like a 5-year-old kid?
Yeah.
Well, his parents should be fucking sorting out what he watches. That's a different thing.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's often parents though that, you know, aren't taking responsibility, and then they're blaming all this shit on all the external stuff, when actually, like, I don't know, like, your parents teach you your morals. You know what I mean? No one, like, it's not as if TV's teaching you your morals, unless TV is your parent.
Yeah, and people are so quick to pass the blame off to people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
even something simple like if you were moving furniture around in your bedroom and you drop your TV and it breaks, I think it's just human nature for everyone just to look for something else to blame. Like, even though it was your fault entirely, no one else is to blame. You're like, I've got to blame something else in here, and then you get angry at something else instead. But I think it's unfair to blame like a content creator for the actions that a consumer makes because they've seen it. Because like, you wouldn't fucking blame Activision for a child going to shoot up a school because they played COD and Activision made COD. Yeah,
I get you. Like, there has to be a level of responsibility within the child, and not the child, but like within the child's family. Yeah, and like, even like, as you, like, if you're 18 or 19, that kind of age, you know, there has to be a certain sense of yourself. I find this particularly going into this age now that you start to notice that the decisions you make do have to become more moral ones.
Yeah, you got to be much more selfless when you're getting older, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I think is a good thing. Yeah. And luckily, neither of us have really been raised to be selfish anyway, so it's not been too hard of a transition. But
there are perks of being selfish, though. That being said.
Yeah,
like there's a whole line there, isn't there? Like, in order to be selfless, you kind of have to be selfish in a way. Like, so let me give you an example. So say you'll
remember me
standing in a night dress. Okay, I've completely lost track of my thought there. It was a good one.
You said
okay. I'm getting it. So, right, in order to be able to, like, help the people around you and be selfless, you have to be selfish and protect yourself. Do you get what I mean? So, like, there is still a level of selfishness that you require in order for you to actually be selfless, because you can't be selfless without being selfish.
Yeah, that's true. There was an argument on Friends, I think it was, that was like, there is no such thing as a selfless act, because every act that you do is selfish in some way. Like, even giving money to a homeless person, you do it, and part of you does it because it makes you feel good.
Yeah. And like that, which brings you on to the question of, is being selfish always a bad thing? You know, because like, you associate selfishness with bad, negative, awful morals, but like, I don't know, I feel like it's a necessary component.
Yeah, trouble is, if you're selfless all the time, then you end up just turning into like a shell of a human, because you're living for other people. You
just get resentful. You start resenting reality. Like, the more you neglect yourself and only care for everyone. I've found this. If I just pander to everyone else's whims, like, I just start resenting reality.
Yeah. It's a strange one, isn't it? But then you've got to also not be a selfish arsehole. So then it's like, yeah, you got to somehow draw the line.
Mate, it's crazy.
Mate. What's happened to us? And we both just smoked. Pass that shit over here.
Let me hit it.
Oh dear.
I've a fucking tangent, Jesus.
Mate, it was. I don't know what's going on today.
What you were saying?
I'm fucking lost. I'm completely lost. I don't remember. Can I tell you?
Sorry, carry on.
Wait, you want to know what?
I want to know what School Games is about.
Yeah, so do I. So
Clark does this really cool thing where he writes down in the talking point. We got this list of talking points, and Clark does this really cool thing where he forgets what he means when he writes them. So he'll have like talking points written down. We'll come to address them, and he just won't know what the fuck he thought.
So I write them in like sort of code so that I think that I'll understand. Usually it works, but like I think that I'll understand it without giving too much away to Gingell, so that then it's like I get a genuine reaction from him about what I'm talking about. But sometimes I do it when I've had a couple of drinks or it's really late at night. Like that one was at 1:30 last night and I just can't remember. And it was a really good point as well. I remember it being a really good point, but I can't remember what it was about. I think it was probably about...
You don't even need to smoke to be a stoner, I'm sure.
I know. I've just got half a brain. I think... Oh, no. I think it was talking about, like, what games you used to play in fucking, like, break time in school.
Oh, yeah.
And about, like, how we ended up getting Bulldog banned in our school.
Mate.
Because for anyone who doesn't know, Bulldog is a game where you run from one end of like a football pitch or something to the other, and there's like I think you start with one Bulldogger, and then they have to run and tackle someone, and then once they've tackled someone, that person joins the Bulldog team.
And that slowly builds until, you know, there's an army of bulldogs that you've got to face.
Yeah.
But you always have that one really nippy, quick kid who would just like weave.
Yeah, they fucking zip around. Like, yeah, but I loved the game, but then I was also terrified of getting fucking taken down. So I'd sort of say that I was playing, but be right on the edge, on like the edge of the football pitch, and I'd be running along, and then when someone would come towards me, I'd just be like, "Oh, I'm not actually playing. I'm just running along with you guys because I was just such a bitch."
Bro, what the fuck?
Or like I'd
awful. You sort of pretended you stopped playing. That's do you know how bad sportsmanship that is? Jesus
I know. Or
Christ.
I'd like be so far away that people wouldn't even realise that I was playing. And then when it came down to the last few people,
you just like slip back in. You're like,
yeah, I'd like sort of edge my way back to where the actual main game was being played. And people were like, "Oh shit, you're so quick! I didn't even know you were playing." I'd be like, "Yeah, damn
I
right."
can run faster than the speed of light.
I'm a quick boy. That was good shit.
You were a devious child.
Yeah, I was an arsehole. But yeah, I loved Bulldog so much, but it got banned because people just kept getting injured.
Yeah, we had that shit banned as well. I remember even at primary school we had this game called King of the Hill, where we had this like hill in our playground. It was like on a bit of grass. It was a big hill with a little castle on top. So
nice.
We'd have just like the one designated kid who'd stand at the top of the hill. And actually, no, it wasn't. Sorry. You'd all start at the bottom and you'd all try to get to the top, and whoever could get to the top would win. But like, you'd have to take each other. Everyone would just take each other out the whole time.
That's classic.
And it was surprisingly difficult to get to the top of the hill.
I bet it was. I bet it was. It sounds like fun.
The hill's like, 15 feet away.
What I wouldn't give to just get a fuckload of people together and play all those sort of games now. I think it'd be so fun. You take it for granted when you're at school, the sort of games you used to play at break time.
Absolutely.
Oh mate, recess.
Just the pure violence of it was just fantastic.
Yeah, because you could attack someone you didn't like in Bulldog and then just be like, "Oh, sorry, it was just a game. It's nothing against you."
Bro, literally, you see that one kid that people didn't like, you just get speared. You get the rugby lads just team up and just spear him. And
he'd be like, "I'm nowhere near." You see these fucking the Bulldoggers run from the other end of the pitch just to attack that one kid, run past everyone else who they could be tackling, and they're like,
they're eyeballing him before he's even fucking started running. He's on the edge, just looking nervous. Just looking.
They do a team huddle before and just like point at him, like that one.
I don't know if you watched the World Cup, the Rugby World Cup, where the English team went around the New Zealand, the Kiwis, while they were doing the haka. You not see that shit?
No.
So basically, before every rugby game, the Kiwis, they do this dance. It's like an aggressive dance.
Right.
To intimidate the opposition, but it's like a cultural thing as well. And
it's like a guerrilla move, isn't it?
It's a bit of an unfair advantage, to be honest with you. It's a bit of an unfair advantage to have because it's scary.
I'd shit my pants.
So to counteract it, the British team, they like walked up to the New Zealand team as they were doing their dance to kind of, and like circled around them to say, look, we're not fucking scared.
Nice.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Powerful.
They won the game.
This is a pissing contest. I love it. Right, is it questions game time?
Yeah, I guess it is.
I guess it is.
Right, so the scene this week, as you already know, is Boris Johnson convincing his mum to take the vaccine. She's anti-vax, and Boris is like, how am I supposed to give this to the country if you're not going to take it?
Speaking of Boris, did you see that people put Boris as a wet wipe and they like projected that on Buckingham Palace?
Oh yeah, no, I did see that shit.
That's class. That's brilliant.
How the fuck did they do that? Like,
I don't know. I hope they got away with it. It's fucking excellent.
There's no way they got away with that shit.
No.
Surely.
Right, so I'm Boris trying to convince you're my mother to get the vaccine.
Yeah, I'm Mumsy.
You're Mumsy Johnson. Just a
That sounds so wrong, doesn't it?
His mum is alive, by the way. We did Google it before we started recording. She is alive and well.
No, that would have been in pretty bad taste if she wasn't.
Yes, it would. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to start?
Yeah, let me just get into character. Hang on. Coronavirus. The vaccine, the corona. Okay, cool, got it. I've got it. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. So, Mum, why don't you want to get the vaccine?
By white Jove, why should I?
Do you not want to be healthy?
What do you think?
Wouldn't everybody want to remain healthy in times like this?
Isn't it going to alert Mark Zuckerberg of my presence?
Why would Mark Zuckerberg care about where you are?
Because I'm the Queen of England.
Boris Johnson's mum is the Queen of England. That'd be a plot twist, wouldn't it? Oh, Lizzie's gone sleeping around with Stanley Johnson.
Boris, dear, there's something I need to tell you.
Mother, what is it, Mother?
I'm not your mother.
You're not my mother. What?
No. I am the Queen of England.
Well, that would explain why you are on every single coin that I own. I was confused. I thought we had our own currency, but but
Can you
there we
imagine,
go.
like, Boris Johnson was just adopted by like from like Vietnam and just didn't know.
Just imagine looking down at your money and your mum's face is on every single one. You don't even realise that that's your mum.
Mate, that'd be so crazy.
Oh dear. Right, I think it's time to end things.
Yeah, I think that seems appropriate.
Goodbye, everyone. Oh, who won? It was me. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you get to finish it
It's
off.
me.
It's me, Charlie.
Thanks for listening. Go and check out everything that we've ever made ever. And we use the hashtag Get Lost on Air everywhere. Get Lost on Air. That was. I think I mumbled that. I was like, use the hashtag Get Lost on Air. I have checked them silently and we have no tweets, but it's okay. So if you just want me to shut up, bye bye.